What if I told you NASA is no longer just exploring space? It's preparing to dominate the moon. And the craziest part, the original plan was actually failing. But now everything has changed. A new strategy, a new race, and a bold mission to build a permanent moon base before anyone else. This is the story of NASA's biggest comeback, and why the next space race could change everything. In March 2026, NASA revealed a powerful new roadmap for the future of space exploration, the Artemis Moon Base plan. This isn't just about landing astronauts anymore. This is about staying on the moon permanently. And more importantly, it's about winning a global space race, especially against China. Today we will break down NASA's new Artemis plan step by step, and why this could be the most important moment in modern space history. Why NASA has to change? For years, NASA struggled. Too many goals, too many delays, too many billions spent with very little progress. Even the original Artemis plan, it looked great on paper, but it was risky, unrealistic, and constantly delayed. Then came a major shift in leadership. Jared Isaacman made one thing clear. The old way was not working. And if NASA didn't change, it would lose the moon. Because this is not the 1960s anymore. Back then, the goal was simple: plant a flag and come home. Now, the goal is to stay, build, and control the future. The new Artemis strategy is smart, not risky. Let's talk about the biggest change. Originally, Artemis 3 was supposed to land humans on the moon. But NASA realized something important. The technology was not ready. The risk was too high. So they made a bold decision. No moon landing for Artemis 3. Instead, Artemis 3 will happen in low Earth orbit. Astronauts will test docking system, life support, communication, lunar landing vehicles. Why does this matter? Because if something goes wrong, they are close enough to Earth to survive. This one decision could save lives and prevent mission failure. SpaceX versus Blue Origin, the new battle. Now here is where things get interesting. NASA is no longer relying on just one company. The competition is now between SpaceX and Blue Origin. Both are racing to build the lunar lander. And NASA made something very clear. Winning the contract doesn't matter anymore. Execution is everything. Whoever delivers first will take astronauts to the moon. This creates something NASA has not had in decades. Real competition. Timeline: when human return to the moon. Here is the new timeline. 2027, Artemis 3 for testing mission in orbit. 2028, Artemis 4, first moon landing in South Pole. 2028 again, Artemis 5, second landing within months. Yes, you heard that right. NASA wants moon landing every 6 months, just like the golden era of Apollo missions. This fast pace isn't just impressive, it's strategic. Because in a space race, speed is everything. The moon base plan in 3 phases. Now let's talk about the real goal. Building a permanent moon base. NASA plans to spend $20 billion over 7 years. Phase 1, 2026 to 2028. Testing and exploration. 25 missions. 21 moon landings. Testing new technologies. One major focus: power. The moon has 14 days of sunlight and 14 days of darkness. Temperature drops below minus 200 degrees Celsius. So NASA will use nuclear power systems, radioactive heat generators. They will also send advanced robots like Viper rover to search for waters, ice and resources. And even futuristic rocket drones that can jump across the moon. Phase 2, 2029 to 2032. Building infrastructures. This is where construction begins. Heavy machines will dig and level the surface. Roads, pipelines and power system will be built. NASA will also introduce a pressurized rover like a moving apartment developed with Toyota. Astronauts can live inside it for days, even in total darkness. Energy will come from solar panels and nuclear reactors. By the end of phase 2, the moon will be ready for humans to stay longer. Phase 3, after 2033, living on the moon. This is the future. NASA plans to have 4 astronauts living on the moon, 28 days missions, fully connected habitats models. Think of it like the International Space Station, but on the moon. International Space Station, they will also start mining resources, extracting water, producing oxygen and fuel, and even 3D printing structures using moon dust. This means one thing: the moon becomes a self-sustaining base. Why this matter? The real reason. You might be thinking, why spend billions on the moon? Here is the truth. This is not just about a space. It's about technology leadership, national power, the future economy, and most importantly, inspiring the next generation. NASA knows something critical. If young people are not inspired, the future does not move forward. That's why this mission is bigger than science. It's about providing that impossible things can be done. Next is the new space race. This is not the old space race. This time it's not about flags. It's not about first steps. It's about who stays and who builds the future. And right now, NASA is no longer playing safe. NASA is playing to win. So in conclusion, the NASA Artemis Moon Base plan is more than just a mission. It's a complete transformation from slow and uncertain to fast, competitive and bold. The next decade will decide who controls the moon and who leads humanity into the future. One thing is clear: the future of space exploration has officially begun. If you are excited about the future of space, hit like, subscribe and stay tuned, because what happened next might be the greatest chapter in human history.